Hello, my name is Balaji Srinivasan and I am the instructor for optical fiber sensors. As you watch this video, you must be having several questions. Why this course? What is this course all about? And who should be taking this course? So let me spend a few minutes explaining some of these. Why this course? Well, we live in a world of cyber physical systems. So what are cyber physical systems? These are a triad of computers, communications and sensors which with the support of data sciences is helping us make several real-time decisions in several different applications around us. So specifically, if you take the example of a smart grid where we are actually trying to generate energy at a certain point and then try to deliver energy at certain other point. So it involves generation, distribution and the consumption. And you have to make real-time decisions in terms of how much to generate to meet the demand at any particular time. So you have to make several real-time decisions in this case. Now, if you think about it, a smart grid consists of computing, communications and sensing, wherein the computing and communications is fairly mature technologies, but there is certainly a big requirement for sensors in such an application. And it's not only this application. When you think about other applications such as perimeter sensing, you're talking about sensing infiltration in border areas. You talk about structural health monitoring. You talk about condition monitoring of capital intensive structures just like aerospace vehicles, bridges, dams, etc. In all these applications, there are critical requirement of sensors. And optical fibers, specifically optical fiber sensors, actually provide an excellent choice for several of these applications. So why optical fibers? Well, we know that optical fibers are very good for long distance communication applications because of their inherent low loss. So that certainly helps in the case of sensing as well. But above that, in optical fiber sensors, you have this modulated light that is well confined in these optical fibers. So that actually allows us to do a efficient collection of the modulated light. Not only that, in several applications, electromagnetic interference is a big issue, and once again, negligible electromagnetic interference for optical fibers is a very big advantage in this case. And of course, it's also helpful that optical fibers are amenable to array sensing. So that means you could possibly do sensing in a distributed manner. For example, in a smart grid, a power cable, if you want to look at defects over kilometers or tens of kilometers even, you could possibly use optical fibers for those applications. And of course, we know from our recent experience with respect to fiber to the home that they can bend around corners, and that's also a big advantage for certain applications where you have to implement these sensors in a fairly limited space. Now, so what is this course about? You perturb a material, in this case an optical fiber. When you have light passing through the optical fiber, that light is getting modulated, the light which is actually described in terms of the fundamental properties, fundamental characteristics like amplitude, phase, wavelength and polarization. All these quantities are getting modulated by any perturbation on this experienced by this optical fiber. And these changes actually provide an excellent opportunity to quantify these perturbations, which could be strain, temperature, pressure, force, even acoustic emissions and so on, vibrations and so on. So these optical fiber sensors are very good for picking up a lot of these physical parameters. So the way the course is structured is through understanding how we can build optical fiber sensors which are based on amplitude modulated. So you talk about amplitude modulated sensors in one module, phase modulated sensors in another module, wavelength modulated sensors and polarization modulated sensors. And this, with distributed sensing capabilities, would constitute a major part of the course. So who should take this? Well, this course is meant to be an intermediate level course. That means it is preferred that you have an introductory course like Introduction to Photonics, but although that is not, I would say it's a critical requirement as far as the course is concerned. But anybody who wants to actually get into this field of optical sensors in general, practicing engineers, final year undergraduates or people, research scholars that are getting into this field, I would think this course would be very useful for them. And if you have any questions, you please refer to the course website. And I would also suggest that you look at the first couple of lectures in this course, which actually provides a wide overview of all the material that's going to be covered in this course. Thank you.